Is money the devil? No. So why do you all treat it as such? I switched jobs. I left I left my hypothetical job that I'd been in for over 10 years. I liked the job. It was close to home, close to family. I liked that about it. Co-workers had become more like friends. I had spearheaded several projects and was in charge of many more. So why'd you leave? My friend asked me. Well, I found a place that was offering a higher salary, so I left. Oh, so you left just because of money? I saw the judgment in her eyes. Just because. Well, I left because of money. When money is a reason and a motivator for making certain decisions, why is it looked down upon? Why is it seen as any less when when financial gain is what moves us to make certain decisions? But if I say I did something because I love it, because it's my passion, because I want to help people, it's applauded, it is praised. People love that. That is acceptable. But you did it because of money. Now I look greedy. That looks shameful. You paint me a certain way because I did something because of money. First of all, this assumption or this thought comes from you thinking that money is a want. That's wrong. Money is not a want. Money is a need. It's up there with food, water, and shelter. Money is a necessity. It's not a nice to have. You need money to survive. See, you admire passion as a motivator. I do too. I admire doing something because you love it. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. I freaking love content creation. That's why I'm here. That's the main motivator for me doing this. But you know what? Passion doesn't pay the bills. Some dreams will die because of financial struggles. Passion needs funding. It doesn't matter what kind of passion it is. Entrepreneurs, they need capital. Artists need supplies. Athletes need training. You need money. To do something because of passion is not really, or is not any less money is not any less a motivator as passion. Passion is not better than it. Or maybe you do something because you want to help people, which is nice. But industries that function to help people, like education, school, hospital, charities, they need financial backing. They need money to help people. Even your morals are easier to uphold. You are able to practice your values when you have some form of financial stability. Many people compromise on their principles, on their morals because of financial desperation. They are being controlled by their financial struggles and survival instincts. People hate money because it's tied to power, greed, corruption, and it's valid. Okay, it's valid. Before money came, power and influence was tied to things like physical strength. If you had the physical strength, you could go to wars, you could intimidate people. Or had if you controlled scarce resources like fertile lands, water, because you are controlling people's means of survival, you are able to control people. They are going to succumb to you had influence over them. We had things like, anyway, my point is that before money, these things were what determines who had power and who had influence. But money changed the game. How? Money made power fluid. It made power transferable. With things like physical strength, wisdom, financial strength, access to resources, things like that, they were not easily transferred. Sure, people fought wars to get land and all of that, but power was not easily acquired. And some of these things like physical strength, you can't, like, you have it or you work hard to get it. It's just, but when money came, you could have power today and lose it the next day. You lose it to someone else. You could take someone's power, in this case, which is money, which is how money changed the game. So I get when you say that money, when you have this negative lens towards money, I can see where you're coming from, because with money, it can be stolen, it can be given, it can be taken, it can be exchanged, it can be multiplied in a way that power could not be before. This creates opportunity in such a way that anyone can rise. That's the good part. And the other part is that it fueled ambition, it fueled desperation, it fueled corruption. It introduced competition for power in a way that wasn't as aggressive as before, or in a way that was more aggressive than before. But the thing is that cannot be an excuse for saying money is bad or money is evil or money is the devil, because we created the system that revolves around money. We made money a central point in our society, just as we've created and introduced things that have had significant impact on our society over time. For better or for worse, we have things like AI. Whether you like it or not, it's here to stay. We have social media. Despite the fact that it's been around for a while, or maybe it's not a while, depending on how you look at things, but it's still being debated up to now about the positive and the negative impact it has on us. Yet we're still using it. It's not going anywhere. We have things like genetic engineering, nuclear technology, things that we have created and introduced to our society. Whether we like it or not, it has the positive impacts and the negative impacts, and yet we still keep using it. Money is just the same. So we are ultimately responsible for how we use money. Money in this case is not to blame. It's not the devil. It's simply a tool. And blaming the tool is an oversimplification of the problem, which is human behavior. We make the choice in how we use the tools we have. Money in this case simply functions as a mirror that reflects who we are. If you think money is a problem, well, we are now at a stage in society where we are transitioning from paper currency to more abstract forms of value exchange. We now have things like crypto, we have coins. So you think this would be any different to the money we keep discussing? No, it's not going to be different, because the concept of money, which is tied to power and resources, is a fundamental and integral part of our society that will still remain depending on whatever form value exchange takes. It's still going to be a part of it. If money disappeared, would people suddenly become selfless, or would we just find another way to dominate each other? If you've watched the video up to this point, it must mean you're enjoying it, so give it a like. You think money causes greed and it causes people to change. Well, greed has always existed. Greed is man's need for more, insatiable appetite for more money, more influence, more affluence, more power. Money simply is just one of the more. It just happens to be an object of desire. Even some religious sects and cults that disavow money, they usually have like a section, a group of people or a person that manages their funds, that takes care of their money, and not just savings. They do like investments and cryptos and share. It's fucking crazy, man. Basically, rather than lamenting the presence of money in the society, focus on how we choose to use it. When you say money is bad, it changes people, you are simply evading responsibility and taking power away from your hands and putting it onto something else, money in this case. Don't do that. Don't. Power is in your hands. Money it's not inherently good or bad. It doesn't have power in a sense. That's a long conversation. Anyways, don't treat money like it has moral weight. It doesn't. The value and the impact that you place on money isn't on money. It's on how you choose to use it. It's on how you wield it. Some of you argue that money is an artificially generated need, that society forces us to need money. But poverty exists. Poverty is very real. If money was just a lie, would people suffer without it? Money is a need. It's not a want. It's not a nice to have. It's a necessary tool for survival. Everything in our society is monetized. You need money to acquire essential resources. Food, shelter, education, healthcare. I want to take my family out to restaurants. Well, you spend money. You want to go to the park. Well, you need money. You pay. Well, you want to go to the beach. You think it would be open to everyone. Well, first of all, there are no beaches in my city. So you gotta travel to another city, and then they're not even free. Basically, you need money, y'all. You need money. I need money. It's a need. Now, going back to money as a motivator, as something that drives you forward and that helps you in decision making, I'm not saying it's the best motivator. I think it's a strong motivator, and honestly, depending on what you need at the moment, you might consider money or you might not. For someone whom money isn't a problem, I guess people who have money always need more money. So money could be a strong motivator for them. But anyway, my point is that using money as a motivator only becomes a problem when it is the only motivator. You have to have a foundational principle. You have to have an operational principle. You have to have your baseline, you have to have your non-negotiables. For me, that's faith. Now, on top of that, you can build upon that. Now, on top of that, you can have motivators like money, like, I don't know, whatever it is for you. But when your decisions are anchored by principles, when you have fundamental principles and you balance it together with money, there won't be a problem. You won't be devoured by the devil called money. Money itself is important, but it's not the highest priority in my life. My faith is. My family is. Money itself is neutral. It's not inherently good or bad. It's what you do with it that gives it power. If you use money to help others, to provide support for your family, to support your faith, then it's a tool for good. But if you use it selfishly or harmfully, it reflects your choices. It's not the money that's bad. Money doesn't define morality, but your morality defines how you use your money. Make your money serve you, not the other way around. You see, when I edit my videos, I always think of other things to say. I'll be like, oh my God, I should have added this. I should have said this. But it's not as if I did not prepare beforehand. Like, I have bullet points of the things I want to say. But afterwards, when I'm making the edits, I'm like, I have something else to add. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to press the like button, subscribe for more content, and hit the notification button if you want to get notified anytime a new video is up. And for my subscribers right now, I am glad for the support. Some of you show support by liking the video and by putting your comments down there. I do see it and I appreciate that. Until next time, my name is Maryam Fad.